Hello everyone, I'm here to do a little shop update. Put this here just to give you something cute to look at. As you know, I started a group over on Facebook that I'm calling my boutique. It's to help I have a lot of stuff and I want to raise some channel funds. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, I would appreciate it if you'd take a look. There will be a link to the group down in the description. And this is an update. There's already some things over there, and there's another video, and I will put that link down below too. I wanted to chat about shipping. I'm used to shipping beads, so I have boxes, but in finding out, I've always known this ends up being more than 1/4 of an inch thick, so I cannot ship it in an envelope and call it an envelope or a letter. It must be called a package. So once you step into the package realm, it goes beyond a single stamp. What I was going to try to explain is, at a certain point, the weight of something makes it where you have to send it priority mail. But I have been researching other types of priority mail, and these are flat rate. So if you order a large amount, please understand, I'm going to do the best I can for shipping for you. I am not going to charge you to ship one thing priority, and just because it says $4, I'm not charging you $4 for each item. Please, please, if you have any questions about shipping, please contact me. I was asked to do paper packages. So I'm going to do 2 this time, and I have ideas for a couple others. Oh, I just wrote this. This was 35 pages, I think, of ephemera or junk journal or different types of paper pages. They're all different sizes. It becomes quite heavy. So, you know, it might be best if you wanted to order it to consider that. I'm not making any sense. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, I'm going to show you what is in this paper package, and I'm going to call this mixed media paper package. This is message pad, and they are actually sticky note type message pads. Most of this paper is vintage. It's been in my stash for ages. I don't think there's anything that I didn't buy anything. It's just been around. So there's 2 pages there. This is a double page spread out of a pilot's flight logbook. So what I did was I actually took the book apart, and so you get 2 pages of it. And that's a flight log. Then a guest check. And these are really vintage. I have no idea where they came from. I wish that they would have dates on them, but this is some invoice forms, and this is a 3-parter that's yellow and pink. White, yellow, and pink. Come on, come apart now. If I didn't want it to, it would have slid right out from underneath there. So there's 3 alike there. And then this one, and see, you can see the age on these. This one's a white and yellow one, just a 2-parter. This is actually children's writing paper, you know, where you're learning to make your letters, draw your alphabet. I don't know if they even teach that anymore. I had 2 different kinds of pads, so I put 1 sheet of each in there. And I think these were technically mouse pads. They're just pads of paper, but they're fun. I thought this was really interesting that it said grow, hope, live, imagine, and dream. These would be great just folded as in a junk journal. This is a perfect package of papers just to fold up and put in a junk journal. And this is another one of those pads of paper. And I don't know if you can see the pink on this. The lines and dots on this is really light. And this probably isn't as old because I think it came out of like a little planner. This is just graph paper. And this is a sheet of transparency film. It does have a white edge down the side of it. Sorry, I have no idea why my phone did that. Then these are just a cardstock thing that came into my possession somewhere along the line. They have a little ridge on the surface of them. There's 2 sheets of ledger paper. One is this little one. And then one is this big sheet, like so. And this one doesn't have the ledger on the back side. This one does. So this is double-sided. There are some book pages in here. This is a page of shorthand. This is just 2 pages. It's a 2-page spread, and it was out of the index of something. I'm not sure exactly whether it was a dictionary. Yeah, it's probably out of a dictionary. But this is the index pages. And this is a double-page spread out of a dictionary. I love dictionary paper because of the weight of it. I have a lot of dictionaries, and they're all different. They're all different weights. They're all different sizes. I kind of collect them because I love their paper. This is out of a math book, but it's it would make a great junk journal page. This is out of a book of quotes, and it is a double-page spread. Now, the packages of paper are all going to have they will have the same, from the same book, but they will have different pages because obviously I don't have multiple pages from page 896. So they will be a little different, but they will all have the packages will all have the same papers. This is a map, and it's a smaller map. And then there's a sheet of map that's big, out of a large atlas. And then I think there's 6 or 7 sheets of music paper. Now, on the music paper, like on this one, it came out of a book. And this happens to be one that somebody has used as and underlined things. So the ones that come out of a book may have writing on the back side of the music paper. And many of my older book pages have writing on them. This one says no pedal, which I really enjoy the notes. And this is a double-page spread out of a very old hymnal. And this particular book has some interesting parts on it. And this is a little different. These pages, the music looks different to me, and I don't understand music, so someone who does might understand why it's different, but it has a different look to it. And see how old this one is? And there's lots of handwritten notes on it. So that's paper pack, the mixed media junk journal paper pack. Put this back on here. I'll have to put it back on properly later. Doesn't want to go on. Okay, we'll just set it aside. Then the other paper pack is foreign languages. And there are 33 pages in this one and 6 languages. The pages are different sizes, and they come from different books. These pages are a little bit smaller, but there's some very different languages in here. Some of the books I have are dictionaries, and some of them are English, and like this is I believe this is an English-French dictionary. Sorry, I had it in my head when yes, this is English and French. This one is another French dictionary. This is just a straight French dictionary. And look at the age on these pages. They're beautiful. I just love them. On this, one side is, now this is a double page spread, so, but one is English and one is French. Okay. You know what? This first one is Italian. See how much I remember when I do these things. This one is French. This one is Italian as well. And I only know that it was Italian and not Spanish because the book was printed in Italy. This is another French. These are German. And this one is German. And this one is some more Italian. And there's a couple of pages from it. This is more German, and there's 2 pages from it. Now I have to make sure that I don't tell you the wrong thing because the Norwegian, this one is Norwegian. It took me a while to figure out, I think, but I know that 2 of them are Norwegian because the books were printed in Oslo. And this one as well. Now this is Italian. This is a little quotes book in Italian. I have no idea what the quotes mean, but... and this one is Italian. And this one is Italian. Like I said, the only reason I knew for sure that they were Italian instead of Spanish was because it said the books were printed in Italy. This is Russian. And there's a 2-page spread from the Russian. Now, it's a new book. It's not aged. But the the font is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And then I've got some Chinese. So, now these tell you the meaning of the symbol. This is just Chinese writing. Some of this was English translations to Chinese. And so you will know what it means. This is another 2-page spread. Oops, there's nothing on the back of that one. So, and sometimes that's the case, every once in a while. There's some more Chinese. And this is a big workbook that was in Chinese. So like I said, there are 33 pages and 6 languages. Chinese, Russian, Italian, German, French, and Norwegian. And this I'm just going to call the language package. And then I had some fibers. And this one I'm calling Blue and Tan. And it's pretty much the same all the way through. There's, let me set these aside. There's eyelash trim, a couple of different kinds. This one here in the middle is sort of, oh, let me bring you in closer for these. Well, there we go. Let me pull this down. There you go. So that you can see them. There's eyelash. And then this has got a texture to it. It's not really chenille, so. And then this is what I call eyelash. So, And these two, they both have a little bit of glitz. This is a more normal yarn, but it's got that little bit of glitz. And this one is so much fun. Let me undo this one a little bit. This one has these little sort of pieces, and then it's got a line of a strand that's normal. So it's got these little slubby things every so often in the yarn. It's really pretty yarn. So that's a blue and tan pack. And I think I just called one mostly green. And this one has, again, it has one of those multicolored yarns in it, the variegated yarns. And if you notice here and here, this is the same yarn. So there will be some differences in the packs. It has a piece of batch of eyelash, and again, these packages are 3 yards of each for a total of 15 yards. And frankly, it's just easier for me to do a little video. If you're not interested in the videos, please, feel free to click on the next one. But it's easier to do a video so I can really show you things. So this is what I'm calling aqua. And see, there's a difference a little bit in this one. When you wrap it up, it looks different every time. It's so funny. But I tried to put lots of texture in the fiber packs, guys. I just went through my stash and found different fibers that had the similar colors, so that you could use them all together if you're doing a tag top or something like that. So that's aqua. And then one of my favorites this time is called red and black. And I just really love this one. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. This particular eyelash is real shiny. This one is kind of caterpillary to make me think of. The black, and I don't know if it's going to show up on screen, but see the little sparkle in the black in this one? And then, of course, the eyelash is variegated. And then I've got a strand of this really nice, sparkly. And there again, all the fiber packs, guys, are 3 yards per fiber, so they're 15 yards. Okay, let me read a creativity quote today, and then we'll be on our way. And like I said, I'm going to update these and put them in the shop, in the boutique, on the boutique group page, and that information will be down at the bottom of the page. Poetry and hums aren't things which you get. They're things which get you, and all you can do is go where they can find you. A. Millen. That's an interesting quote from our 1001 Ways to Creativity. And I hope everyone has a fabulous afternoon. Thank you for indulging me with my shop update, or my boutique update, and I hope we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.